I need you to hear and don't show anything. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legend of the past, the superstars of the present, the trailblazers of the future. We should remember Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown.
What up, yo? How's it going, folks?
What is going on, people?
Wow, 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 wow.
Worst Raw ever?
Okay.
Hey, where's Mania going to be happen? It is going to happen at the PC Center. And if it was like tonight, I'm thinking it's not happening at all.
Okay, well, like, I don't want to say this is, like, terrible, but, like, it was kind of terrible.
You hear another echo. Great. Seriously? Like, why do we keep getting the echoes? Echo, echo, echo. Don't know why.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it was, like...
Does that sound good?
I don't want to say it was, like, terrible because I think the segments that were done...
Hello, James.
...were good.
Hello, John. How are you, Jordan? How are you doing, Scott?
I think the segments that were done well, and I liked them. It was just, like, the fact that we had the Royal Rumble in the middle, and it just kind of, like...
Is the echo gone now?
Was literally 2 hours of, like, the Royal Rumble, and it was just, like...
Hello, draw. New Rumble winner. Yes. I can't believe that we have a new... the Rumble happened again.
I don't know. That's really what, just for me made the show drag on.
Why? Here's the question. Why did they have this show?
So very long, and I was just like, like, it just was dragging on forever. I thought the segments that were done that were, like, there were good, and I liked what was done with them. It was just, like, the whole putting the Royal Rumble in the middle of the show, and, like, 2 hours of that was just, like, a lot, and it was just,
I fell asleep, but they canceled Hall of Fame and NXT ticket. Yeah, I don't... I'm surprised they're still having WrestleMania. I'm surprised they're still having Raw. I'm surprised they're still having SmackDown.
I'm not, because Vince is Vince, and Vince doesn't want to cancel jack squat. So...
Okay, but when the state comes in and says you can't do this, then it's kind of one of
Well,
those
then
things.
he'll stop. But till somebody comes in and says, hey, you can't do this, he's going to continue doing it.
I would be shocked if we have WrestleMania, honestly.
So, I don't know, guys. Tonight's show was like, oh boy. So we start off with Edge.
Boy.
Honestly, okay.
This was a decent.
Looking at this, I liked this.
Yeah, I thought this was decent.
I did, a lot. I thought this was good. He comes out and says, it's been a strange few months for myself and my wife, Beth. They then show the recap video of, everything that's happened over the last several weeks, and Edge says, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? I knew Randy, I knew in my gut that everything was going to change when I met you. Our careers were going to be intertwined. I knew it. We're a lot alike, but in one way, we aren't. You are an entitled brat. You've had everything handed to you, and I haven't. I had to work for every damn thing I've ever gotten, and you're jealous. And that's really what this is about. Not love, jealousy. That's why you attacked me, because you were jealous. You fool, you were jealous. He then says Beth was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago and retire for me again. But Randy, it's pretty simple now. At WrestleMania, if you have the guts, it will be Edge versus Orton in a last man standing match. Your move, Randy. I thought this was
WWE Raw's live from the Impact Zone tonight.
I thought this was done very well.
Yeah, I thought it was done good.
And I like this segment a lot.
It was good.
You know,
Becky semi though, yes. Crazy.
I like
Crazy.
this.
The man semi.
See, I think that was supposed to be part of her. She was supposed to have a big WrestleMania entrance, and yeah, that's not going to happen now, and so I think they just used it tonight.
The only thing good about tonight, Monday Night Raw, was Edge promo. I didn't mind. I think the Undertaker AJ thing would have been better with the crowd.
I agree. I like what they did there with it, because I thought it was, like, very, logical. And, like, made sense, you know, in a way. And I liked it.
Elijah, this isn't the flu. Trust me. Everybody says it's the flu. This isn't the flu people are going through.
So,
it's worse.
We then get the Royal Rumble 2020.
By the way, I am out of school for the next 4 weeks. At least.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
So, the next 4 weeks, I have no school.
Yes. So, we then get the Royal Rumble 2020. This is what, like I said, kind of killed the show for me. Was just like this.
Like Becky's promo's the worst.
Like,
here goes James. James is gonna jump up.
This was just like, I actually thought her promo was pretty decent, not gonna lie. Her promos are never bad.
All schools are shut down. James, not all schools are shut down.
So, the Royal Rumble thing was like, okay. Again, it's another instance of like having to.
We all need to laugh. Yes.
Like, I don't know. I don't really understand the purpose of the Rumble. It took up like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And like.
Did nothing.
2 hours of the show that were just like.
2 hours of
gone.
nothing.
Like, you had the Edge thing, and then you put this next.
Yeah.
And it was just like, ugh.
They should have just. What they should have done is just said, okay, we're going to cut Raw down to an hour.
Or 2. Because SmackDown was done okay.
Yeah, they could have done it in an hour with this.
So, we then get the WrestleMania update that WrestleMania is going to be at the PC. So, that's exciting.
Yes.
WrestleMania at the PC. Whoop, whoop. We then get the Undertaker and AJ contract signing. Taker shows up, and he ends up throwing the table around. AJ doesn't show up, and then AJ shows up on the video. On the video. On the video. Says, you're a legend. You carried this company on its back, but now this is 2020, okay? And you keep bringing yourself back and just putting yourself in these situations. And like I said last week, I think you keep coming back because of your wife. That's what I think. Now, not once, but twice you stuck your nose in OC business. You see, at WrestleMania, the lights can go off, but you can't hide, and you sure can't run. Now, after WrestleMania is over, I will be doing everyone a favor when you finally rest in peace. AJ then sends Gallows and Anderson out to give the contract to Taker, and the lights then go out, and Taker shows up behind them, behind Gallows and Anderson, and then he just destroys them. And the way they ended this was AJ was on the screen watching, and Taker walked out, and then they kind of came face to face at the screen. You know, Taker came face to face at the screen. And I thought this was so very well done. I loved the idea of them being face to face without actually being face to face, I liked this whole thing, and I thought it was done very well.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
I will not be shocked if after the Taker.
Again, the only thing I would say about this was it would have been better if it would have been had a live crowd.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more effective that way.
I will say I will not be shocked if after WrestleMania and the Taker AJ match, if Gallows and Anderson sort of turn on AJ in a way, because of this, with the fact that he kind of sent them out there and was like, you go do this, and they were like, no, but it's your match, you should go do it, and he was like, no, you guys go do it. You know, I feel like there could be more of that, which leads Gallows and Anderson to be like, AJ, enough is enough, you know? So, I don't know. It's just a thought. I think there could be some of that.
Could be.
Well, see, I think it makes sense, though, because based on what AJ did tonight, like, Gallows and Anderson, they would not have gotten beaten up by the Undertaker if it was not for AJ.
I think the reason I think eventually it will turn on him, but I think it'll be towards the end, like, AJ, has only got a short time left. So I think that'll be the way he goes out.
I will not be shocked.
With them turning on him, and then they do, like, a show together or something, have matches against each other. But if they do Taker versus Styles and turn that into Hogan versus Rock at Mania 16 would be nice. Yeah. And then AJ turns back face. I can see that happening.
So we then get Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Okay.
Okay, I like left.
I don't know why Asuka was on commentary. That really didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I was just kind of like, what? Like, why did you bring Asuka there to do this?
But I left the room. Head and Acne, the gamer. I left the room and I come back and it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Professional wrestling. WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yes.
Is your opinion WWE needs to hire you?
Thanks, man. Thanks, I'll take it. So.
Anyway.
Again, like I said,
I left the room for this match and I come back and like it was over.
Like, Asuka was on commentary, and it made no sense to me whatsoever, and I was just kind of like, what? And then Rey won, and this is just kind of like a okay match, like, okay, alright, whatever, We then get a recap of Shayna's Elimination Chamber win, and then Becky comes out. She says, Shayna, this one's for you. As long as I'm holding this, nothing in your world makes sense. You bullied everyone in NXT, and you come to Raw to find me. I was the one who got hunted. I got tired of being hunted, so I began hunting. I want you to think of how it's going to feel when I beat you. At WrestleMania, I'm going to prove your whole world is a lie, and it's going to hit you like a truck. Oh boy. I thought this was a decent promo. I don't think Becky really doesn't ever disappoint when it comes to.
Maybe on Raw there's no women's match. Elijah, there was like no matches.
I don't think Becky ever.
WWE thing. Only on Wednesdays.
I don't think Becky promos are ever bad. Honestly, they're all generally really good, and this is another good promo.
Yeah.
I think she knocked it out of the park with this one again, like she always does. It gets the story across. See, what sucks about this whole thing with the fact that, they don't have all these people on Raw. And, it just, I don't know, it sucks for this particular feud because, I don't know. It kind of kills the whole, Shayna bit, what's her face in the neck, Becky in the neck, and I don't know, it kind of ruins the whole thing of not being able to do the thing, you know? Because,
Yeah.
like, Shayna and Becky, they haven't really been interacting, and there's not, like, the whole thing of, like, oh, well, I'm going to do this to you, you know? Type of thing. Like, Shayna was like, oh, just imagine the things.
Yeah.
With, like, and she bit her in the neck, she was like, there's going to be more where that came from. Like, and they just haven't really been able to carry any of that out, and, like, there's 2 weeks left before WrestleMania, and we haven't, like, seen any of that? Like, yeah, she ripped through...
You're not going to see much of that just because of the fact that right now they're kind of...
Which is what I'm saying. Like,
So,
I just... That's what sucks about this whole thing, is that we're not going to be able to see that.
Shayna Baszler to now Shannon Bites, yes, Maven. Oh, yes, that is a good idea. Thank you, Maven. Vince's voice.
Like, I don't know. It sucks that we're not going to be able to see all that stuff play out because we're 2 weeks away and I just don't think we're going to see it.
The thing is, I don't know how they're going to do anything right now. AEW, WWE, I don't know how any of them are going to do anything.
Yeah.
Just because of where we're at
Mm-hmm.
with everything being shut down. I think it's going to make it more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be harder to do some of these things and to put on shows. I heard some wrestlers weren't there. I would say probably 99% of them weren't there. I'm surprised Ray's there. I'm surprised that a lot of that they're even considering having any more wrestling right now.
Yeah. So we then get Kevin says this is in response to Seth last week or 2 weeks ago being like, I challenge you or whatever. So Seth, I know you're watching. I accept your challenge. Your match is going to happen here at the PC, and it's going to happen at WrestleMania. I can't say any of us were shocked that happened. See, what the other thing that makes no sense to me is you, like, flew these guys in to do this show. And then, like, this is what you use him for?
Yeah.
You use him for a promo segment. He's not even having a match or anything. He's just having a promo segment.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what? You know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I'd rather do a nice tournament to determine who faces the champion Andrade and the winner facing at Mania. I mean, it could. Like I said, I don't know. What are they going to do at Mania?
I don't even know if Andrade's going to defend the U.S. title at WrestleMania.
I mean, right now,
Because I feel like they have a whole lot of matches right now. And with the fact that, like, they only have, like, so much... They have a lot of matches right now. But, like, they can't do, like, a 7-hour show. Because everybody's going to be like, well, this is weird because there's no crowd. And it's a 7-hour show. And the reactions are going to, like, it's going to suck for, like, Drew.
There ain't going to be no kickoff. No, I don't think so. Why can't they postpone Mania? Health of the wrestlers is far more important than money. I agree. I don't understand why they're doing this. But obviously right now people in Florida don't care about, like, health or anything. I mean, I saw a spring break today where, like, there's 10,000 people out on the beaches.
Like, I don't
Echo
know.
Maven confirms. Do we still have an echo?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Hope not either. But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
No.
Not at all. And like I said, like, a Mania can't be a 7-hour show with no crowd.
No.
That's just, it's not going to work. You know, I'm all for them doing Mania. It's just, it can't be 7 hours.
No, I can't.
No. Like.
Still an echo. Wow, that's irritating. Right,
I don't know. So.
Mic is off.
Echo City. Hey, little fettuccine. We're trying to fix it. It was working fine and now it's not. Because it's stupid.
Well, they've added some stuff onto this, so I don't know how much is, like, messing up. Are we good now?
Don't change it, please.
Echo Maven is a gimmick.
Ugh. So, yeah. Takeover isn't happening, most likely. Yeah, it's apparently like
So yeah, I found them.
canceled right now. Not canceled, but they're not. They haven't they're not doing that or Hall of Fame. So you know.
Are we good now? Is that better?
It's weird.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So I don't know what they're gonna do with.
When it's NXT Takeover, it's been canceled.
Postponed, canceled? I don't know for sure. Rough day across here. I hope everything is going okay for you guys.
It's just another day in the life of we Americans.
So,
Cool.
after this we have the Stone Cold thing. I thought this segment was decent. I mean, I thought it was funny.
Yes.
So,
is my daughter.
Austin comes out. He says, I have a declaration to make. From here on out, March 16th is going to be known as 316 Day.
Yes.
And he says 316 days is pretty much a day where you can do whatever you want to. And then Byron, but throughout this whole thing, Byron ends up coming in and he's like rating, every sentence that dude, rating every sentence that what's-his-face, Stone Cold, says. And he ends up coming in the ring and he takes the stunner. And then Becky comes out and Steve Austin then questions Becky and is like, last time we were in a ring together, you hit me with the stunner. And whoa, just whoa. Becky's like, I'm just here to celebrate 316 Day.
I'm not really into wrestling. Whatever happened to that guy who used to put face paint on? Which one? There's lots of them that put face paint on.
Goldust?
Could be Goldust.
Goldust is one on top of my head.
Sting.
No, I should have known that.
He messed up his neck. Yep.
Like a trench
Sting.
coat. Yeah.
Messed up his neck and doesn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Plus the fact he's like 55 or 60 or something like that.
Doesn't help.
Yeah.
So that was that segment. I thought it was, I thought it was fun. It was a funny segment.
Cool.
R.I.P. I had his action figure. I don't know. It was a funny segment, but the point of it, other than
Yeah, I think pro wrestling is about the only thing that's going on, at least here in the States. I did see where in Asia, I think they've got some soccer that's going on. And so, thanks for hitting me in the face.
You're welcome. Had to prove it's live, Just, you're a person. I'm a person.
So it's like, everything's shut down. So I don't know.
Yeah, so that was that. That was Raw. Yeah, guys.
Sleeping Gleen for SmackDown gotta happen. It's the gimmick. Yep.
Sports are gone.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Sports are definitely gone. Don't know when they're coming back either.
So, yeah, I
just saw that the Kentucky Derby has been postponed till September.
I did see that too. Probably until July.
Yeah, that'd be the earliest. That's my guess anyway. Olympics definitely getting canceled now. You would almost think they'd have to cancel them. But I don't know. I mean, Japan's pretty insistent on they're gonna have it. So we'll see what happens.
I thought they were.
I'm happy we get movies we can watch on TV. LOL. And they are starting to. They're going to release. Some of the new movies are going to be released straight to video or straight to digital.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get them on an Apple TV or Fire TV or something like that.
Yeah.
Universal Studios is doing that.
Yeah.
So and I don't even remember the movie they were talking about the other day. Or yesterday.
Oh, what's that new movie? The one about
There's a new one they got coming out that they're going to release in the theaters and also
oh my gosh,
straight to that you can
Invisible
rent
Man.
it digitally. Yeah, that's one of them.
That was one of them.
Woman has been in quarantine for 6 weeks. Yes.
Can't
And I
imagine
heard
how
they're
that
starting to let
feels.
some of that be relaxed, and they're starting to go back. And I wonder how long they were in like quarantine before that. How much they were trying to keep that quiet.
Empty crowd for Olympics.
Can't imagine how that feels. I have a feeling we're going to be quarantined for 6 to 8 weeks. I'm guessing, at least.
Yeah.
Because this is, I mean, with new cases coming out all the time, I can see that spiking.
Yeah.
Empty crowd for the Olympics. I don't know. I mean, Japan seems to be pretty at least right now. Now, who knows? Um, I don't know if they're gonna switch it up and go ahead and go with it.
See, honestly, if there was an empty crowd for the Olympics, I don't think that'd be that big of a deal.
Some of them, like with like some of the events, I could see like it wouldn't make a difference. Some of them, I think you'd not having a crowd there would be kind of odd. Anyone seen Hobbs and Shaw? I have not.
Nope.
John L., what were you gonna do for spring break?
Sucks to see Drew will be winning the big one, no crowd. That'd be such a good moment for him. Yeah, I know. I was talking about with somebody earlier. I was like, it really is gonna suck for these people that are, for the huge reaction of Drew winning the world championship for the first time ever. And it's a big deal, and he would have gotten a huge reaction. But
yeah, Wuhan's was in lockdown since January, so they've been going on almost 3 months, almost 4 months. I thought they were in longer than that.
It's like that's not gonna happen now, and it sucks for him. Now, I mean, on the plus side, Roman and Goldberg won't both be booed out of the building.
Supposed to go to Hawaii.
But dead silence isn't that great either.
What about AEW this week?
I don't know what's happening with AEW.
I don't know what they're gonna.
It's still happening. They're taping at some location, and they're supposed to be not taping. They're gonna be live from some location. I don't know where. I did see tweets about that, but other than that, I have no idea, none whatsoever. I just know to watch for TNT at 7:00 when they go live. Cause like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening with that. There was something said about the Exalted one being announced, shown.
American Dental Association says all elective procedures should be delayed 3 weeks to help alleviate burden on emergency rooms amid coronavirus pandemic. So that just came out.
Stone Cold is the only one happy there. I think Austin for the laugh. Yeah. There should be at least like 5 people in the crowd. So yeah, guys, Raw tonight was pretty rough. My goodness. Rough is kind of a understatement.
Yeah.
Like it was rough.
Yes.
It's not even like the segments were like bad. It was just like the fact that what really messed it up for me was the fact that we had like 2 hours of the Royal Rumble, and like that made the show feel like it dragged on forever. And so I'm sitting here and it's like only 9:00, and I'm like, dude, we still have another hour of this show. And then there were like commercial breaks, I kid you not, every other like minute, and I'm like, dude, stop it. Can we just like play the show? Like, because at this point I'm just over it, because I sat here for 35 hours watching the Royal Rumble for a second time, and sitting here watching Brock eliminate people for the first 20 minutes is kind of a lot to deal with.
I don't think anybody's going to be at Mania, Elijah.
So, like,
just the chairs.
I just don't know.
I do predict that the chairs will be there.
I predict that too.
Yes. I think that'll be about it. I wonder how they're going to do it. It'll be interesting to see. And by the way, that was the fastest that I've ever seen the Undertaker walk to the ring.
Ain't that the truth?
Is AEW going to have an empty crowd also?
I believe so.
I think they have to, don't they?
I believe they are.
Since they're not allowing, like, crowds to be, like, put together?
I believe it's an empty crowd.
And then they also, I saw a rumor, now this is just a rumor, that sometime this week they may put a lockdown completely on everything and, like, not allow travel, like, except for to the grocery store and back.
Which would then mean everything's canceled.
Or if you have to go to the doctor.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man.
The chair.
The chair has to be
yes,
cheering on the
chair
inside.
is cheering on the inside. It definitely is. Definitely is, Jono. It is cheering loud. I think they're still cheering. Is that this week?
Yeah. Lucha Bros versus Best Friends.
What was it?
Live.
Manpower Trip on commentary tonight that would have been better. I think they would definitely would have been better with Triple H and Michael Cole.
Definitely.
Gleen, no take her Titus making some homemade banana cake, so he came fast. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably what it was. It's like the fastest I've ever seen him move down the ramp. It's like, dong, oh, it's over. Undertaker's in the ring.
Yeah. It was like so fast.
You didn't even get to hear his entrance. It was
no,
like,
and then when he flipped the table, it was hilarious because he didn't actually flip the table. It just kind of fell into the chairs.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, what? What is this? You know? It's just kind of like, Oh boy.
That was Raw.
Yeah, pretty much, guys. That was the show.
Wednesday, if the shows are as bad as this, we'll have something.
Hopefully.
We'll talk about a pay-per-view or something. So the NXT TakeOver being canceled. What about the ladder match? I'm going to have you just tell somebody in a real match at WrestleMania. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Everything may be canceled like tomorrow.
I just don't know, guys. Tonight's show was rough.
Oh, it seems like in Florida, again, they're just not worried about anything. Which is kind of odd. Because, Florida being one of the higher highest states with elderly people, you'd think they'd kind of want to shut that down a little bit.
You think, but who knows?
So, yeah.
That was it.
Does anybody else have anything?
I think this is going to be the shortest recap ever.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit tough when you don't have,
anything to talk about?
Yeah.
That's true.
Anybody else have anything?
That Rumble match for the second time, man, was still just as oh boy as the first time. Impact is canceled. Well, that is good to know. Did not know they canceled, but cool.
Spain has entered lockdown. France is in lockdown. So, yeah.
Oh boy. Alrighty, guys. I think that's it. I took a tombstone at wrestling school today. Well, that's cool. What'd it feel like? Sandel took a tombstone at wrestling school today.
Zandalen, you made it. You're still alive.
Well, I guess I watched Marine 6 Close Quarters.
Hey, don't be too close to people, James.
Ring of Honor is canceled.
Yeah.
Hey, Clark, what's up? Not as bad as I thought it would. Good to know. Because, when you watch somebody take a tombstone, it looks like, it might hurt just a little bit. Because, they make it look like it, makes it look like, you smushed your head into the floor.
Yeah.
Which guys were you happy when they won their first world title?
Yeah. I blame Donald Trump for everything.
Good night, guys.
Which guys were you happy with when they won their first world title?
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, probably.
That was a good one. Learn how to do flips.
Cool.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Good night, James. We'll have a little more to talk about. We'll see if we can figure out something to talk about on Wednesday. We'll come up with something. Especially if the shows are like this one. We'll figure out something. Steve Austin, Jeff Hardy. Yeah, Austin winning's another good one.
I was a huge...
Yeah, the Hardys.
I was a huge fan of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I mean, I still am.
Randy Savage, yeah. It's another good one. I have surgical gloves. Good thing, James.
Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, Rob Van Dam's
That's a good one. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, definitely Ultimate Warrior.
I haven't seen Ultimate Warrior stuff in forever.
Yeah.
Like
Eddie Guerrero.
I was just gonna say Eddie.
Yeah, there's like a long list of people that you can come up with. Chris Benoit. Yep.
Or SmackDown.
On SmackDown, another repeat.
Hope not. I hope SmackDown is.
I thought last week's was good, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, compared to what we've been getting for SmackDown, I thought it was good. Yeah.
CM Punk, because I'm a huge Punk fan. So how's the wrestling school going?
I mean, aside from taking.
Are you ready to be a star yet? What are we doing for Thursday, Gleen?
Nothing.
But we will be Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And we'll figure something out. If they don't have good shows, we'll figure something out. We'll come up with something.
Bret Hart as well.
Bret Hart, yeah. There's several there that you could like. It was
good so far. I'm working on flips and promos.
Cool.
Well, that
see you guys on
awesome.
Wednesday, probably if I watch NXT and AEW. Hey, come check us out anyway, John. Now we'll figure something out, something to talk about if they don't have anything good. Some people forget he beat Ric Flair to win it. Yes. Alexis Bliss on commentary for SmackDown. No, I'd prefer to have Cole and Triple H are really good. And one in his dad's hometown. Their home cities, Saskatoon. Yes. Oh, with that.
I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who came in. Thanks to everybody who... Oh, did y'all hear Alberto Del Rio might be back in WWE? Yeah, I saw that earlier. Honestly, I'm fine if he doesn't come back because honestly, wasn't really that big of a fan of him. Like, I don't know. Actually, I'm only okay if... I'm only okay with it if that Rodrigo... I don't remember what his name was, but he was the one who announced him always. I'm only okay with it if he comes back too.
Yeah.
So we can announce him. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. So, yeah, guys, I think that's it.
Yes.
I think that's it. We'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully Wednesday is better. So.
Yes. All right. For those of you that are out there watching us, still stay safe. Follow the quarantine because I'm reading that from some of these things that are happening in Europe, that it's not good, and it's not about people dying. It's more about like over flooding the hospitals, and the hospitals can't take it.
Mhm.
And people like her, if they get over, like, they will not have her come in and do her stuff if it gets too bad to where the hospitals are overran by having to deal with coronavirus patients. So make sure that we're following the guidelines of what they're telling us to stay quarantined. So she
people like
can
me
get
who
her
appreciate it.
Infusion when it's time to have that.
Yes.
And we don't have to worry about any of those things or any of the stuff that that she needs to have to get that. We don't have to worry about any of that being used up and not being there. I'm staying home, Gleen. No more outside, only for food. Good. Good. That way we don't. I wish, I saw today, like I said, I saw today Florida, pictures from Florida and spring break, and like people are being stupid. And like I said, it's not about people necessarily dying. It's about our hospitals being overran with so many people coming in and needing ventilators and hospital beds and things like that. And having staff overran by having to deal with that. Gleen came out to his Macho Madness voice. All right, with that, we're going to take off. We'll be back Wednesday. One way or another, we'll be here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have something thrown together. If the shows are not good, we'll throw something together and talk about it. So with that, we're out of here. Peace out. You guys have a wonderful evening.